Hey everyone, I am Jessica from Willow's Wisdom, and I'm here to do a collective message. So like the videos, comment, share, and don't forget to subscribe to join the tribe. So I feel like overall in this energy, there's a level of determination to get something done, to complete a mission, whatever it is. And I kind of feel like somebody might be going back to the beginning, like going back to the drawing board, reassessing what they've already done. I don't know, I feel like I'm planning, but I got to make a new plan. I got to start fresh because I can't keep doing the same thing over and over and over and expecting different results. So somebody's tried to do something, make something happen, to work on something multiple times, and it wasn't panning out for them, or it hasn't so far. So it's like, okay, we're just gonna wash all this away and start fresh, which is kind of weird because last night I wasn't even thinking of this. This energy just popped up when I sat down. I was drawn to go through things like in my tarot table, and I put away all the cards I use, and the ones I decided on so far, I might pick more, are the titles are all enchanted or magic, because this is like the magic of you or something, and then there's the enchanted tarot and enchanted Lenormand. So it's like, I don't know if there's a level of enchantment here. I have been picking up on, like witchcraft and magic a lot, but magic is just life in general. Magical things happen all the time. It's just how you choose to see something. Somebody could have thought that something was just going to magically appear, manifest right in front of their eyes. Like, it's going to work out no matter what. No matter what I do, even if I keep doing the same things, it's just going to happen the way that I expect it to. And I don't really feel like that's going on. So that's probably why it's like, okay, time to clean slate this bitch and go from there. I don't want that in my pocket. I don't know why I did that. Somebody might keep crystals and stones in their pocket as well, or they want to, or they should. I do that sometimes, depending if I don't have a necklace cage for them. I didn't want that in my pocket. There's something somebody doesn't want to hold on to for whatever reason. So let's see, what is the main energy here for the collective, please? It feels really quiet. It almost feels like, the calm before the storm, when the trees stop rustling, the birds stop chirping. It's like that. So if there was like this big to-do going on where people were talking about this, that, or the other, talking about you, whatever it is, I kind of feel like there's a hype, and then it's like, wait, where'd everyone go? Everything just stopped. That's what it feels like. I mean, like I said, clean slate, starting over, going back to the drawing board. That's why something stopped. Because somebody is preparing for a restart. Even if it's not in love. Even if they're not like, oh, I want to reconcile with you. There's a new plan here. And I feel like there's non-movement during this process, during this time. It feels kind of eerie. The silence is deafening, apparently. Alright, do you not want to talk or something? Yeah, the cards don't even want to talk. I guess no news is good news. So we'll save that for later. We'll start with this. What's up in this energy, please? It just feels like there was so much chaos and so much like, whoa, information, messages possibly. And then it's almost like when somebody ghosts you, you're talking all the time back and forth, whatever, and then it's like, what? Where'd they go? They vanished. They fell off the face of the planet. That could have happened to some of you, but it feels like I'm looking every which way and there's so much going on, and now there's nothing going on at all. That'll make your head spin, just saying. So that could be confusing somebody, like, whoa, there was like a major ruckus and now nothing? Like, huh? What is this about? You know? Somebody's hiding. So I don't know if somebody's hiding from you with the ghosting energy, or if they're hiding away. There's nothing I need to say, is what I just heard. There's nothing I need to say. I don't have anything to say. Well, this is going to be a boring reading if there's nothing that needs to be said. Just saying. That's what somebody's hiding. That there is a lot to say. They're just not saying it. They don't want to. And it could pertain to matters of the heart. Potentially with a King of Cups. Not necessarily. So Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. But yeah, somebody's trying to figure out how to move forward, what direction to go in this situation. Like, what do they do? It takes time for, like, ivy and vines and stuff to fully grow. I mean, not a long time. They grow pretty quickly, but somebody's been sitting on something for a minute, and it does pertain to matters of the heart. So this is an emotional thing that somebody's been holding on to or processing. Give me one more of these, please. Yeah, there's definitely water energy here with stability, a home situation. I just heard somebody's trying to figure out where they belong. So that could be, you know, friend, family, lover, what have you. Like, should I stay here? Should I go there? Where? Home is where the heart is, and where the hell is my heart? Like, that's what that feels like. There's a significance with woods as well. Branches, like extending an olive branch, reaching out. That's all it will take for this to really unfold or to start is the reach out. Somebody doesn't seem to be doing that, at least right now. That's what will get all of this started up again, or that's what will that's where the beginning is. You know, we got to go back to the beginning, back to the basics, and reintroduce oneself or start fresh. That's what this feels like. I feel like somebody's having a hard time putting themselves back out there because they don't really want to start over. It's like, you know, this is what I know, the comforts of life, a level of complacency, and it's almost like, do I even want to bother with this? So that's on someone's mind. And it doesn't necessarily have to be a romantic connection. I feel like there's someone where it's like, I don't really want to go back out into the dating scene and stuff. It's just, I'd rather just be complacent because things are working out just fine as they are right now. Why rock the boat kind of thing? But I feel like if we're talking about a you know, someone who was a close friend to you or a family member, it's almost like, is it even worth reaching out? Because they don't know if they're going to get what they want in this situation. Like, if I reach out, I want this to work out. Someone's afraid of loss and rejection, no matter what the situation is. It could be a masculine energy. Yeah, there's a masculine that wants to enlighten a feminine, or vice versa. There's some type of truth that wants to be shared between two people. Truth about somebody's feelings. potentially their intuition. There could be a hidden financial situation here as well for someone. Like that could be their main focus right now is their finances. Or yours. Somebody's worried about money. That's just a top priority right now is what it feels like. I don't know. This feels very difficult to talk about for some reason. So this person's either having a hard time expressing their feelings, their love for you, or they just don't like talking about emotional things. They don't like being open like that. It's a sign of weakness, you know what I mean? But it isn't. But it does make you vulnerable to rejection and heartbreak and pain if you don't get what you want. So if somebody fears that, they're gonna hesitate, you know? We have liberation, free yourself. I kind of feel like you are free from this situation, and it's not necessarily because you wanted to free yourself from them or whatever this is. I feel like that was the choice they made. So it's like this disconnect is ultimately their fault because they were shut down, elusive, not upfront. There's a lack of proper communication here, big time. I don't feel like you're wrapped up in this person or situation at all. And they might be wondering that because, you know, maybe you were heavily invested prior, you know, like really trying to reconnect with this friend or family member, or like pursuing whoever this person is, because it has to do with matters of the heart, no matter if it's romantic love or not. And I feel like you could have been wrapped up in the energy, wrapped up in this person, the ideal, you know, the dream for the future, that type of thing at one point. And I feel like this person might have assumed, even through a disconnect or separation, that you still want that you still heavily think about them or this, and that it's consuming you, but it isn't. It's consuming them, because I feel like it's just silence. There's silence between the two of you, but your energy isn't like, oh my gosh, I need this. Call me, talk to me. We gotta make this work. That's not coming from you. I don't really feel like it's coming fully from them either. They might be wondering this. Like, are you free from me? Are you free from this? Do you still want this? Do you still like me? I feel like too much time has been wasted here for someone. Yeah. Alright. This is kind of a bumming, I don't know, it's a bummer. Those reads bumming me out. It really is. It's like I'm so drawn to grab this. Like I need more information. I want more, but I don't need it. So if somebody's looking for answers, like on what steps to take, on how to move this forward or just move away from someone, the answers are within them. Like they have all the clarity they need. They have all the information they need to make this step, or to take this step, to make this choice. But they're still hesitating. Because I feel like I'm still questioning everything I already know. It's something like that. Like there's no more clarity that needs to be had in this situation. Yeah, because something's just over. It's done. Why dwell on the past or drive yourself nuts thinking about something that will never change? And I don't want to say never change. That you can't change the past, that's for sure. So what's been done is done. If you want to move forward with somebody, you know, make those changes and take those steps forward. But no matter the outcome, yeah, there's loss here. This person left you out of their life. They pushed you away, whoever they are, and you're free from it. But I feel like whoever this is wants you to sit in your feelings. They want you to want them. They want you to want this. They like the effort, even if it's fruitless, you know, because it's the attention. It makes them feel wanted. It makes them feel whole. I kind of feel like there's a reverse effect here. This person's feeling left out of your life, but it's by their own doing, because of whatever action they took in the situation, or because of their non-action, or both, you know, depending. It's like at different times. Whatever choice they made here sealed the deal, basically. And I do feel like you were in this sense of lack, this left out energy prior, but I don't feel like you're in that energy now. They are. And they don't know what to do. They don't know how to recover from this, basically. Like, I really screwed up. Fuck. And now I have nothing. It's like I had all these possibilities, this opportunity with you in this situation, whatever. Like, the possibilities are endless. They were endless. And then because of whatever happened between you guys, all those doors slammed. So it's like, whoa, look at all these doorways that lead to you, or, you know, whatever. And it's like Spirit's going wham, 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 wham. Not anymore. And now they can't get in, which is probably why I was staring at the key. So you probably gave this person the key to unlock these opportunities with you, like this level of forward movement, and you change the locks. You're like, you can't get in now. You know, you have the old key. It don't work here no more. No matter how hard this person tries, I just don't think they're going to be able to reach you or get through, like, get into your heart space again. You know, because you can only be hurt so many fucking times before you finally go, okay, last straw, never happening again with you, you know, with whoever that is to you. It's like somebody wasn't helpful. They weren't giving. They weren't there for you. They weren't supportive. They weren't anything. But now they want to be. So it's like when you don't need it, they start throwing this change at you. Like, here, I'm going to give you this chump change. I'm going to help you now. I'm going to give to you. And you're like, I don't need it. It might look like I'm out in the cold and I need this and I need, you know, I need support, I need help, I need whatever the hell this person's offering. Could even be money. You might think I need that, but I'm just sitting on the front steps having a cigarette. I can go back inside anytime. You know what I mean? Like I'm not without. I'm not missing you. I'm not missing this. I don't need this. I'm just sitting outside. I'll go in when I'm ready. That's what that feels like. But someone's looking at you as though you're lost and lonely and sad and shit, and you're not. You know what's making me think of for some reason? So I don't know if anyone's looking at you this way, or if they did in the past, or if they're looking at whoever this other person is this way, like, that they don't have enough, you know, that they don't have enough money, you know, they're not rich or secure, stable, they're not stable, I can't talk. But it's reminding me, like, years ago, I used to work at this RV place, and there was a guy that, just a normal Joe Schmo, you know, he was not dressed well. I mean, just a hick, you know, a farmer, basically. He wasn't dirty or anything. He was just, when you picture somebody who has a lot of money, you have an image in your head of how, you know, that they would have, like, designer brands, or they would dress a certain way or whatever. No, this person was just, looked like he just came back from a fucking hunting trip when he didn't, you know, it's just how he dressed. But he was one of the richest customers they had. And I remember someone I worked with telling me that, and I was like, holy shit, you would never guess, because he was so nice. Like, it didn't get to his head and shit like that. It was hidden, you know? And I kind of feel that energy here, where you're more valuable, even if we're not talking about money, than somebody viewed you before. You have so much more to offer. You're richer than they could ever imagine being, and I feel like they might be seeing that now. Like, oh, I thought you were just this joke, this poor whatever, and you're not. Just because you don't flaunt what you got going on, what you have, what you've attained, doesn't mean that you're without. But you can let people think that, you know, like say you win the lottery and you keep it quiet. You know, you don't let everyone know. When people do that, just so that, you know, the snakes stay the fuck away, basically, and you just continue living your life as normal, and no one's gonna even know that you have a fat bank account because you're not being stupid and frivolous and showy, you know, because you don't want the attention. That's not what it's about for you or for whoever this person is. Yeah, I just feel like I got the wrong impression of you, is what this feels like to me. You know those stupid videos where they're like how to spot a gold digger and shit like that? That's kind of this energy, no matter if it's a male or female. But usually in those videos, it's some entitled bitch who's like, don't even talk to me. And then, you know, this fancy fucking car rolls up and the guy, you know, gets in it and she's like, oh, now I want to talk to you. It's like, no, bitch. It's something like that. Like, misjudging the wrong person. Yeah, someone's assumptions were way off with somebody. Even if we're not talking about money. I keep wanting to reiterate that, but I do feel like there is, you know, financial abundance in here for someone that you're probably keeping to yourself, or you will when it comes in. Somebody just realized your worth way too late, and that sucks. But I feel like you're free from it, so I wouldn't even worry about it. Yeah, you're free from this. The lovers, I don't think you're gonna reconcile with whoever this is. I don't feel like you'd be mean to him, though. Like, I feel like I'm speaking to somebody who's very generous, you're very kind, but you're only giving to those who deserve it. So just because you're generous and kind doesn't mean that you're gonna give to someone who is not receptive to that or who won't give back in return. This is someone you probably could have given your heart to at one point, and they just, they crushed it. You're like, please be gentle with my heart. And they're like, and you're like, okay, well, that sucked. Not gonna do that again. Just saying. Yeah, somebody chose wrong. I feel like I walked away from my happiness. Like, you know, when you see the possibilities of a future, being happy with somebody, like all the things you want within a partnership and relationship could have been with you. And someone's going, I wonder if we can start fresh, because I feel like you could be that person that could bring that into my life, kind of thing. But I feel like, yeah, that's true. You could, but I just don't feel like you will. And this isn't about if you should or shouldn't deal with this person or try again with them and reconcile or whatever, because I don't feel like you dated them. It's not about like what's right or wrong here, because I don't feel like this person's a narcissist or anything like that. I feel like, you know, there's some trauma in there and second guessing themselves, listening to other people, you know, listening to everyone except for how you feel can really damage relationships. Letting outsiders in is never a good idea when it's between two people. Like, whatever this is should have stayed between you and said person, and advice should not have been taken anywhere else, or this situation shouldn't have been talked about with anybody else, you know, things like that. I don't know. There's a lot of mistakes here. And yeah, we all fuck up and make mistakes, but this feels like, I don't know, for some reason I want to say I just never knew you felt that way. So this person just didn't open up. They weren't honest with you. So why would you keep pushing or trying with someone who's very resistant? And when someone's that way for a long time, or they don't make any efforts, you do let go of it, because what's the point of beating a dead horse? You know what I mean? And that's really what I feel here. And I kind of feel like you might go, huh, I don't feel like you'll be shocked if this person reaches out to you or tries to communicate or something. I feel like you just go, like, why? You know, why now? What made you change your mind? That kind of thing. You'd question it more than anything. Yeah, this has to do with like building a life with somebody. Somebody thought their 10 of Cups was somewhere else, with somebody else. And it's like, oh, fuck. I'm not going to have this 10 of Cups with so-and-so. I'm going to have it. I could have had it with you. I could have had this. Yeah, somebody's learning a really hard lesson because they made the wrong choice. They chose someone who creates nothing but hate, discontent, drama, shit like this. I feel like there was an internal struggle and battle here as well. This person fought your ass off just to be around conflict, you know, to be around somebody who creates conflict. You know, you create a level of peace and harmony and acceptance is what I want to say. And whoever the hell they were looking at, went towards, wanted back, whatever, whoever they were fighting for, it's not what, it wasn't what they wanted. Like their expectation of someone or something working out didn't go according to plan. It wasn't what they thought, basically. On either end. Their expectation of you was skewed and fucked up, and their expectation of somebody else or a different situation was wrong too. Like they just weren't looking at the situation from their own from their heart. This person was trying to be logical. You know, they were head over heart, which, you know, it's good to be smart about things. I'm just saying, don't be a dumbass. But where true wisdom comes from, and where you find the proper answers, is when you combine head and heart. You know, you feel what, like, you allow your emotions or your feelings to your senses to guide you, and along with being logical, you know what I mean? Like playing things smart. Because if you're all in your heart space, if you're all in your feels, that's when you're not thinking clearly, and it's like, oh shit, you know, someone's heart chakra's opening up, because I feel like they were all in their head, not in their heart, and now their heart chakra's opening up, and now they're going, I feel like a dumbass. Because, I don't know, you have to have that balance. Somebody was not balanced. It was either this or that. So it's either I'm all in and being a dumbass, going in the wrong fucking direction, getting hurt or hurting people, or I'm, you know, standoffish and being strategic and smart, trying to play my cards right, and it still fucks shit up, because you gotta have both. Now I want to start singing that song. You gotta have faith. Yeah, it's like either this or that, and they were just all in their head, basically. And I feel like they're still in their head, but their heart chakra's opening up. It's like right as you liberate yourself from this energy, from this situation, is when they go, oh my gosh, my heart's lighting up. I'm feeling. That's when the Grinch's heart starts growing, when you exit stage left. That's really what it feels like. Yeah, 4-1. Somebody wants this. They see, they're looking deeper into you, into this situation. Somebody fell for a charmer, I'm just gonna say, with the Lovers here. I feel like they were looking at you as though you were a siren, calling them in, you were a problem, when they actually walked right to the problem, spoke to the problem, dealt with the problem, wanted the problem, something like that. They were tempted in the wrong direction, all the while looking at you as though you were just trying to lure them in and tempt them. But that's not what happened here. And you might view them this way when they come in and say something to you, and maybe they know that, like crap, I guess this is really going to be flipped around. You're not going to have the best view of me because of what happened here, because I'm a dumbass, you know? Like, that's just something someone would say to themselves, because I don't feel like this person's a dumbass or anything. They just weren't very emotional, and it's like, there's nothing here for me, this isn't going to work out, you have nothing to offer, whatever. But you actually have everything to offer. Vice versa, what have you. What they thought was lack and nothing is actually a dream come true, and they just totally passed up on it. Possibly due to fear of commitment, fear of getting hurt, but I feel that whole, it's too good to be true, it's got to be fake. Like, you've got to be the problem. There's this shit that doesn't happen to people doesn't happen to me, you know? Somebody literally let their fucking wish go out the window because they couldn't see beyond what was put in their face, or see beyond their own thoughts and judgments, see beyond what other people thought and what they said. This is really sad. I'm gonna go because I don't really like this reading. I feel like you'll have a reason to celebrate because you don't need this person, this relationship, this situation to work out in order to be happy. I feel like you're fulfilled all on your own, which is worth more than all the gold in the world, you know? I feel like there is a reason to celebrate here. So it's like, if anyone is celebrating this failure, this separation, you're celebrating right beside them for a different reason, you know? Like, okay, you guys think that you succeeded at this, you know, or I chose right, yay, I'm not with the loser, I'm not with the poor one, the whatever, you know? But the crazy person, and then they're over here doing their thing, like, yeah, I chose right, I listened, huh? And then they look back and go, well, why are you so happy? Why are you celebrating over there? What's going on for you? Shit. And you've moved on. Some of you are moving on to new love. Yeah, because there's a new romantic opportunity here. There's potentially a new connection coming in for some of you, because this is no longer an option. Yeah. That opportunity is closed, yeah, because we have the world and death with the 10 of Cups. You're happily moving away from this situation. You got no problems, because you know that what's meant for you will be for you. There's nothing left to say with this situation, is what I want to say. It's over. And yes, there's going to be some regret here, but I just don't feel it on your end. I really don't. And if this person isn't thinking this way yet, they're gunning. They're going to be sitting out on their steps like, oh, I'm just sitting here. I can get back in, but you changed the locks, so they can't. You're not going to let them in. You're done. I know it feels sad. This energy is kind of sullen, but because I just feel like that's a bummer. But it's actually really positive, because it's clearing the path for new things, new people, a whole new world, you know? Because you got to end an outdated way of being, an old cycle and patterns and shit like that, in order for new shit to come in anyways. And I feel like there's a new beginning here, and somebody is not going to be able to come along with you. And that's just by their own doing. I love you guys. Peace.